Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you know me, you should know that it is time to have your best YouTube experience. Welcome guys, my name is Chisimdi and I'm a lifestyle YouTuber living in London. So guys, I recently moved to the UK and this is going to be like a form of live update, telling you guys, what nobody warns you about when it comes to moving to a new country, immigration and all of that. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be. Before we get started, let me lubricate my head because I just went bored. I just went bored. Oh, this smells so good. Yeah, I just went bored, and I will put the video up here if it's published already. I'll link the video up here. Yeah. So you guys, I'm going to tell you everything nobody talks about living or moving to a new country. As a lot of you already know, I moved from Nigeria to the UK. The link is up to watch the video of me, like my vlog moving from Nigeria to the UK, and so far it's been a whole lot. First of all, I quit my job. Yeah, I quit my job. I had like a very chilled, fancy remote job in Nigeria, yeah, and I was like a communications executive and content support for this very, very beautiful agency, and we had like a very big like a very global brand, like you most probably interact with, yeah, you most probably like use. So yeah, working there, chill job, fancy job, living a good life, and I up and left Nigeria to the UK for student visa. And it was not very planned. I didn't like begin the year and plan that, oh, I'm going to leave the country at the end of 6 months. It was not planned, so it was just like so last minute. The opportunity came and I jumped on it, and I left the country. I had to quit my job, and you guys, you know how hard it is to get a job. I've not really like I've had a very impressive career, but that was a job I really loved, and I was like checking my mail after the interview. I really badly wanted the job, but anyway, I quit. They even like offered to have me working even though I was abroad, but I didn't want that because I know that studies is going to be very demanding, and the job is it's just as demanding as any other job would be. So I didn't think that I could juggle that well, so I left the job. And leaving the job meant like more time to chill, relax, explore the new country. It also meant less money. Again, there was this brand I was working with by the side. I created content for them. I just managed the community, their online community, and social media management, online community. I just handled the brand online. I quit that as well. And that was even less demanding. It was a very chill job, and I quit that as well. I just unplugged a lot of my sources of living. I unplugged them, and I moved to the UK, and it's been a whole lot. First of all, the UK here, like a lot of things happen so fast. First, there is rent, and then you need to pay rent monthly. Unlike Nigeria, where you have to like wait to the end of the year to pay the rent, you have to pay like monthly. I know that we all know that, yeah, rent is monthly. I knew that before I came here, but it hits you when you come here. Like, you don't really realize what it means until you come here, and then you pay your rent, and then you see how fast the month goes. The month is crawling. You barely have a job. You're struggling to understand what's going on with school, your coursework, and you have to pay rent every month. First of all, it's even hard to get an apartment. The apartment hunt is like a story for another video. Like, it was hard to get this apartment because you're going to go and view apartments, and sometimes you like the apartment, sometimes you don't like them. Sometimes the apartments you like, you call to pay and they're like, oh, someone has taken the apartment. Sometimes the apartments you like, they're asking for you need a guarantor, you need they're asking for so much. They want to see your bank statement in the UK, they want to talk to your, like, they'll be asking for so much. I'm like, I'm new in this country, I don't have like a bank statement here. I just came here and I don't have a guarantor, I know nobody. So some of these people, they don't care about your story. Like, why should they listen to you when there are other people who will do what they want them to do. So what's special about you? So they definitely work with the candidates who can provide whatever it is they want. Every step of the way, there's a lot going on to get a job, to get a house. Then you have to also deal with paying rent monthly. And some of these people, when you get the house, they're going to ask you for an initial deposit. This means that if your rent is, let's say, £500 a month, they may ask you to give them another £500 as a deposit that they will hold until you're about to leave, and then they return that. So that's still another financial, that's still like something else to pay for. Okay, considering you're new here, or I am new here, I came here from Nigeria, so it means that the currency I'm spending here is currency from Nigeria. I don't earn in pounds yet. Okay, and you know that means that if I'm paying, say, £2, is like 770. The rate I change money in right now is 770 naira to £1. Okay, so something could be like just £3, just £4, just £5, just £10. Just £10 is like 7,000 something. You get? So if I were earning pounds here, it makes it easy to like pay for these things. But I'm earning in naira and there's only so much I have left, considering that, you know, I spent so much money, like so much money to even come here in the first place. So it means that saving, so like a lot of money has been, you know, consumed in the process of being here. But there's still more being born. Like every day there's something to pay for. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like nothing wants you. It just feels like you cannot dull. How can you dull now? How can you slow down? You have rent to pay at the end of the month. You have to pay for your transport to school. You have to pay, you have to eat. You're not going to starve. When I was living in Nigeria, I don't cook as much. I'm not a food person. But right now I cook like stew, I cook soup, I cook rice, I cook a lot of things and put them in my fridge. Ideally, this is not what works for me, but it's a new country. It's not about what works for you, it's about what works here. So it is crazy. I also thought to myself that I am going to get a job when I come here. And you know, with getting a job, it's very possible. Right now, I'm even interviewing. I'm in the process of, you know, possibly landing a role with a very good tech company, a very good tech company. Like in the process of, you know, possibly landing a role. God willing, that works. But it doesn't happen immediately you get here. Even if you're going to get a job in your niche, or a remote job, or a survival job, sometimes it takes a while. So what will you live on in that time? There are things that I can easily buy. When I was in Nigeria, I'll just like buy it without overthinking it. But right now, even before I buy burger, sometimes I can't even afford burger. It's not even like even before. Because that money I want to buy a burger now, like say, oh, it's going to cost me like £5 for the entire thing. It can take me to school for like a week or two. So I'm not about to spend that on that. So with the financial requirements of being in this country, it kind of dampens the excitement of being here. It kind of reduces it. You come here, you're excited. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. The weather is new. You have to wear jackets. You have to like, everybody's polite. I love that everybody's polite. In the buses, everything is just chilled. But when you remember that, you know, you need to feel that life. You need to pay for the life that you live here. You have to like sit up. So far, my greatest challenge here has been like the financial implication of things. But I'm very positive that by the time I am posting this video, I already am working with a tech company, God willing, and I already am over the whole financial stress. But yeah, it's what it is. And I even thought to myself that, okay, worst case scenario, I'm going to take a survival job. Survival jobs are jobs that, you know, students do to support themselves. It's not a job in their niche. It's not a fancy job. It could just be like working as a waiter or, you know, housekeeper in a hotel, care job, caring for like elderly people, which is like a very, very popular kind of job here. Or working in a warehouse, like warehouse and care jobs. That's two of the most popular survival jobs here. Of course, there are others. So I felt like, okay, worst case scenario, I'll get a care job. You guys, I'm still struggling to even land a care job. So you see, guys, it's been crazy. My greatest challenge, as I said earlier, is the financial implication of things. So if you want to learn from my experience, it's important for you to like come here with as much money as you can. Okay, like maybe get support from family. I'm very thankful for my family and friends. They've been like very supportive, so that could help. Also, like save up. So if you know that you're coming here, say September or like some month, like start saving already. I barely had time to save because it happened so fast. I did have a saving, which I spent on the entire movement, the entire thing, but it was just my natural saving, like my chilled saving money I just had by my. It wasn't like saving for school, because if it was, maybe I would have saved more. But it was just like chilled, the chilled saving you just save, like not for anything, just to have a saving. I'm thankful for that. So yeah, I think that's like been the craziest thing about moving here. Yeah, I think money is like the craziest thing. I wouldn't say I've had like a very great culture shock, because some of the things that's happened here I have like expected that okay, this is how things work here. So it's not like super shocking. Even the cold, the weather, you knew that it's very, very cold. So even when I came here, I was like, I expected it to be even colder. Of course, it's very cold. Even like I expected it to be like way colder. So it's very, very cold, and it was easy for me to deal with. But the greatest challenge was the financial part of things, landing a role. So if you ever come in, just prepare your mind that you may not get a job immediately. There's going to be rent to be paid monthly. If you don't even pay, nobody's going to hear that, oh, I can't pay. Like they can't be bothered. It's what it is. They give you accommodation, you have to pay for that. Also, there's still like a lot of work with school, because while you're here for school. So you also have like requirements from school, like you have to do your coursework, you have to submit assignments. And the thing is that a lot of times the teachers will not work in the pace that you want them to work in. Okay, I'm doing a conversion course, and this is like a course in tech, so they're supposed to know that this is new territory. Conversion course means that I'm coming from a different background than the background that I'm studying in, so you expect them to go at a slow pace, but they are not. They're acting like, oh, you've done a PhD somewhere. They're acting like an expert in tech. So they're not even acting like, okay, you're a learner. No. So the pace is so fast. So you have to do some work yourself. You have to like do some study yourself. So it helps that I was like learning Python programming before I came here. So imagine that I was totally clueless. You can imagine how hard it would have been for me. So yes, there's still like the requirement from school. There's still coursework and deadline you have to work with. Because of course it's not your home country where you can do whatever, or you can submit assignments whenever, or you can even sort things. Here, like this is the time for the deadline. You either miss it or you make it. There's also like allowance to apply for extensions or extenuations, whatever works for you. So yeah, there are courseworks to be done. There's the struggle to get a job, to pay. So the greatest challenge for me here in the UK is finances. But I know that is hard in the beginning. This is not a new thing. A lot of people like it's the hardest in the first few months. It's the hardest, but it only gets better. And I'm hopeful that I'm going to have like a very, very great time here. I'm going to land the role I'm looking for. I'm going to like have a very beautiful experience. Also, another issue here is that if you also have more tuition to pay, if you didn't pay all your tuition, because there's the option of not paying all your tuition to pay by installment, that could be a challenge, because you have like tuition to pay in 3 months or in 2 months, whatever it is the installment is. So that could be also a big challenge. Like you can barely sleep, you're always thinking and thinking about it. Yeah, and again, people here, they work hourly. So when I finally land the role, you have to work hourly. So there's barely any time to do anything, because they pay you as much as you work. So it's not in Nigeria. It's not like Nigeria where you just come to work and do nothing. You're sure of your salary at the end of the month. Here they pay you for however much hour you work. If you work for 3 hours, that's what you get paid for. If you work for like 10 hours, that's what you get paid for. So you can imagine that there's like so much to do. That's why a lot of people here, they are busy, they are like not in their greatest mood, they are not like very patient, because they have a lot going. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching this video up to this point. I know it's quite all over the place. It's just like nothing serious, just here. It's just of me like burying my emotions and giving it to you guys as it is. Thank you so much guys for watching this video up to this point. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Bye.